같이 비밀로 할게 show me 숨겨진 이야기 baby 다 보여줘 now Like it hurt Yes 네 긴 밤에 눈알 저 달빛 널 바라본 날 just tell me 다 보여줘 봐 Like it hurt
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to make a commentary video for the first time in a while, and speaking of first times, this is also my first relatively negative video. A reminder that anything I say in this video is based on my opinion only, and I'm not hating on any group whatsoever. With that being said, let's dive into my least favorite 2021 comebacks. If we can't agree that this was a complete cliff drop from Twilight and a grain of salt compared to the holy grail that's Bye Bye Bye, I don't know what we can agree on. This song emulates every hard trap song with that strangely familiar Snake Charmer melody in the dominant empty drop. And personally, it's very droning and frustrating to listen to. This is quite literally a shame because A, this mini had some really good standout B-sides like Breathing and Diffuser, and B, VIXX has some really good rappers and the rap parts in the song were actually really good. Overall, this song was a major click-off for me because of its single-tracked approach to a darker track.
Gratata, I'm gonna shoot, you're gonna boom, boom, boom.
Just another bad debut move in my opinion. With this sort of angry, plosive-sounding soundscape starting to encircle these newer rookie girl groups, songs are starting to sound a little less standout worthy. I'm also not a big fan of the instrumental, mainly because how there's like a familiar feeling that I've heard a song like this when I really haven't, making it sound a little repetitive to my ears. On the contrary, the tracks in the mini besides the title were actually very pleasant to listen to, especially Purple and Hide in the Dark, both being relatively high on my list of favorite B-sides of 2021. So even though I didn't like the direction they went with the debut track, I'm excited to see what they come back with. I was kinda wary of including this in the video purely out of the fear that people in my fandom are going to call me out. Firstly, I can't stand a group and not like one of their songs. Adding on, Hot Sauce isn't a bad song. My only problem with Hot Sauce is that the different parts, the verses, the pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, etc., feel really isolated from each other, and the parts don't really mesh well with each other. And that's a huge irritation for me when it comes to listening to a song. For example, I think that if the whole song used the vibe that the pre-chorus was using, then I kinda would've liked it better. And if they took out that dance break. Besides, the full album is one of my favorite albums all year, so I'm kinda disappointed that Hot Sauce was the title instead of, say, Dive Into You or Rocket. It also shocked me how they released Hot Sauce and then released Hello Future right after. That logic doesn't sit right with me. I mean, I did take up the courage to make this video, so why not just shamelessly emphasize how much I hate this song? I'm not going to lie, I expected a lot from this song just from the teaser. This song just felt really out of CHUNGHA's home sound, especially with the random and very unnecessary ad-libs and the hard synth descending line at the start. That kind of really trailed away from her path for some reason. Again, like the songs I talked about, there are some really good B-sides in the album, some of my favorites being Masquerade, Bother Me, and Flying on Faith. I guess it was just because I had my standards set high that I didn't really feel the breeze from this song.
Baby 나도
I haven't seen anyone properly like this song as CIIPHER's debut, and I kinda agree. But seeing as they're on the reign and he assigned this song to them, kinda not surprised. The song doesn't sound all that bad from like the first 30 seconds, but when the other voices come in, the autotune is way too overbearing. Mind you, I like autotune in songs. I listen to a lot of K-hip-hop songs that incorporate a lot of autotune. But my biggest annoyance is when it doesn't blend in and sounds very choppy and intentional. The The worst part is that I actually really like the melody, and I think that this song would have done so much better if they didn't drown their voices in autotune and had maybe just fine-tuned the voices, retaining their original timbre. Some of the other songs in the mini also did catch my attention, as they seem to have actually smoother melodies despite the very average mixing on the tracks. Two of my favorites on the mini are Solo and Fall in Love.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
And that's the end of the video. Another end of video disclaimer that everything I've said so far is based on my opinions only. I mean no hate to the artists themselves, as I do stan some of them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Do let me know of some of your least favorite comebacks of 2021. Thank you for watching!